Hey there, Roblox fans. It's me, Jack Supko. Welcome to my channel. And today, you're gonna learn how to get closer to becoming a master at Roblox Studio through my tutorials. Today, we're gonna be using the script editor, and I'm gonna go over the basics of scripting in Roblox Studio. First things first, let's take a look at the scripting interface in Roblox Studio. If you don't know how to get to this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this little plus icon up here. Then we're gonna insert a script, and then you should be in here. Or if you already have a script, all you have to do to open it is it usually opens automatically for you, but if it doesn't, then just double click and your script will open. So now we can look through the script here and I can explain it to you. First things first, it's a pretty straightforward text editor similar to something like Notepad or TextEdit. Because you can see you can kind of type stuff in here. And if you're new to coding, this might look a little bit weird, but if you coded in like HTML, Java, C, or C++ or anything like that, then this is a pretty straightforward thing for you. But as you can see here, there's a bunch of options up here. We won't have to worry about any of these, as they don't have anything to do right now. So if the text on your screen here is way too small, you can hold down Control and then use your mouse wheel or your trackpad and do the zoom in thing. As you can see, so I'm scrolling in and out, in, out. Now I'm gonna get a little bit close so you viewers can see. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna explain variables to all of you. Alright, so basically, variables are pretty straightforward. They're a really fundamental part of a game of scripting. They allow you to store and manipulate data in your game. Think of them like containers that can hold different values. So, what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna create a value called my score and set it to 0. So we're gonna do local. And then we're gonna do my score, or you can put anything you want here, equals 0. So this is our variable. It's pretty straightforward. Now that we have a variable, let's talk about data types. In Roblox Studio, you can use numbers, strings, and booleans. Basically, numbers are like the score on the screen. Or if you've seen different things on different Roblox games, like on the little leaderboard, there's usually a little number. Sometimes in simulator games, this is kind of what it's like. And then strings are used for text. So think of it like this: local my string equals hello world. This is our string. And then booleans are used for true or false values. So basically we're gonna do my boolean equals false. Now that we know about variables and data types, let's move on to basic operators. These are like the building blocks of scripting. We have arithmetic operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. Let's do a quick example. We'll add 2 and 2 and store it in a variable called result. Alrighty, so here's my script here. You guys can ignore all of this up here. But basically, I did local result, which makes a new variable called result equals instance.new, so it creates something called a number value. So just imagine the script automatically creating a value called a number value. So now there's a number value. And then the result of parent is basically like what the object is connected to, basically. So as you can see, this script is inside a workspace. And basically what this means is that the result is a child of the parent. And basically whenever you do an instance.new, it doesn't have anywhere to go. It's still not executed fully. So what we have to do is we have to give it a parent. You can set this to a lot of things. You can set it to certain parts. You can set it to a lot of different things. But basically we have to put it in workspace or else nothing happens. And basically result.value equals 2 plus 2. You can make this whatever you want. So you could do 2 plus 2 plus 2. Basically any type of math. If you wanted to do multiplication, you do shift plus 8, which would give you this, and then do that. And if you want to divide, you can do slash, because there is no divide and multiplication sign on your keyboard. But I'm going to keep it at 2 plus 2. And what print does is we have this thing called output, which is usually at the bottom of your screen. And basically what this does is it outputs anything like errors that a script has or anything like that, or prints. Basically result.value is printing on output result.value. The value is basically the number that this value, the number value is. So if we go in the game here and have output open, there you go. It says 4 up here. Remember, you can always play around with this. But now, let's talk about something else. Let's move on to control flows. Control flows are all about controlling the order in which your code runs. We have if/else statements and loops. Let's do a real quick example. We'll create a loop that adds value to our existing number value up here. Basically, what we'll do is we'll come over here and we're going to delete this while true do. And then what we should do is we should also delete this down here. And then put it like this. Okay, result dot value plus 2. I think it is plus equals 2. Yes. And now we're gonna do print result dot value. If you want to add like a cooldown to your while true do loop, what while true do does, it infinitely repeats the function. But if we add a wait, we should probably show you how this works. So basically, once we come in Roblox Studio here, we just gotta wait and wait and wait. Basically, it'll. Okay, you know what? You do need to wait. Uh-oh, my game crashed. Uh-oh. Okay, I fixed that issue. I would recommend that you don't do that, actually. That's why script timeout exhausted allowed execution time, which is an error. So we're gonna delete all this by pressing this little brush icon up here to clear. Then we're gonna go back in our script. Be sure to always add a wait whenever you're using while true do loops. I'll do a wait of 1. If you look here, it says wait seconds. So the number that you put inside your wait is basically the number of how many seconds it needs to wait. You can put it at 500 and it'll take a lot of time. Now if we go to our output here after turning on the game, you can see that it's starting to do it. We can make it faster, so we can do 0.1 seconds. Then we can go back into our thing, press play, come here, and as you can see, it goes way faster. If you also want to access your output, or you can't, you can always press F9 and you can see your output here. As you can see, they're both synced up here. But basically, that's how you do while true loops, or while true do loops. And yeah. What we can do here is we can go here, we can go back to this print thing, then we can make another one that says added +2 to the value. Then we can go back into the game here, and click output. See it now, every time it does it, it says added +2. You can control this value as much as you like, as long as you don't change anything else but this value.